might not be able to work. Then his back would begin to hurt, and his bones would get weaker, and before you know it, bam! He's in a wheelchair. Don't let something happen to you like this. Call Binder and Binder. That's 1-800-WE-SCAM people. I said 1-800-WE-SCAM people. This kind of thing can't go unpunished. This bar owner needs to be sued now. So call me and let's take his money together. Binder and Binder, how may I help you? Oh, Hamlet, what goes on? So you say Claudius murdered your father? How do you know of this? You heard it from a ghost of your father? How unnatural. I would love to take the case. But please, don't let your grief impact your psyche too much. I'll be right over there, Hamlet. Fare thee well.
What's that? You say you were drinking Poland Spring, and you choked on the water. They're not going to know what hit him. Alright, this is a good case. I'll call you back. Hello there, America. Have you or one of your loved ones been hurt in an accident that may or may not have been your fault, and you feel like you can pin it on other people? Well, we can help you out. Here at Jacoby & Myers, that's what we do. Jacoby & Myers, how you doing? Claudius, what's up, man? So you want me to take a case? Oh, but you said you actually did kill him. That's alright. Here at Jacoby & Myers, we're good at deceiving the jury. That's what we do best. Alright, I'll see you in the courtroom.
All rise for Judge Pavlov.
Back in my day, the kids in the field wouldn't let them run loose. Yeah.
Now we'll hear the opening statement from the prosecution side.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. My name is Mr. Binder, from Binder and Binder, and today I represent the truth. Today I represent a man, young Mr. Hamlet, whose father was taken from him by his own uncle. Today we will explore the very unnatural murder of the king and what really happened. And even though my opponent will try to deceive you and tell you lies, I will show you the way. So, picture this. You're a young man of about 18-ish, playing in the field with all of your friends. Life is good in the kingdom of Denmark. But then your uncle, a greedy and selfish man, decides to sneak into your father's room when he's sleeping and pour poison in his ear to kill him. How unnatural is that? But then they come and they say that he died naturally and that this is the way it was supposed to be. But Claudius didn't stop there. He went on to marry Hamlet's mother. How unnatural is that? So when looking at this case, we really have to look at the themes that lie behind it to find the truth in it. And that's what I'll prove today. Thank you.
Good evening, fellers of the jury. Today, we have a very important case before us. My client, Mr. Claudius here, is being charged with the heinous crime of murdering his own brother. Now, Mr. Claudius has been good to his brother. His brother died naturally, even though the prosecution may try and make it seem unnatural. And he took on the kingship since Hamlet was simply not prepared. So, I mean, really, this is a good man. And if we are judging character, we should start judging Hamlet's character. This is a man whose only reference for Claudius killing his father is a ghost of his own father. Now, if I listened to everything the ghost told me, I would have a whole lot of sheepskin rugs and cherry soda. Now, I'm sure that the grief of losing his own father would drive anyone a little insane, but Hamlet has gone so far to murder people who did nothing to him, like Polonius, and you know, the grief just keeps piling up on him, and I'm sure grief can build up, and you can start blaming people for things they didn't do, like poor Mr. Claudius right here. And I think we'll figure out in the end who's that Mr. Claudius is certainly not at fault in this whole matter.
Back in my day, going to school, walk 7 miles uphill both ways. You never get there, and then you get home and you make a peanut butter. Say, yep.
Alright. Now, Ophelia, what was your relationship with Hamlet?
Oh, well, me and Hamlet, we were in love. It was really good, you know. Everything was going well. We both loved each other very much.
Alright, and did anything change after his father's death?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He was a different person. Completely changed. I really think the whole death thing affected his human psyche because he just went insane.
Alright, at any time after the death, did you fear Hamlet?
Oh, yes, I did. At one point, he physically assaulted me, so I was just afraid to be in his presence at that point.
Thank you very much.
I told don't take him go. I swear never saw Jack Rabbit.
I'd like to remind the jury that my name is Mr. Binder from Binder and Binder. Now, Hamlet, how are you doing?
Not very well, actually. My father was just murdered by his brother, and my mom, who just fell in love with my father's murderer, so not very well right now.
It's very, very tragic. Very natural. Mr. Hamlet, isn't it true that your insanity was only an act of deception?
Well, naturally, it's acceptable to feel grief after one of your loved ones dies, but my act of insanity was just derived of me trying to get the truth out of Claudius for his horrible act.
Is it true that you saw a ghost?
Yes, but not only did I see the ghost, 2 other witnesses also saw the ghost.
And isn't it true that during the play, your uncle ran out?
Yes, he started acting crazy right at the part that was similar to the death that he committed on my father, and he ran out and made a whole giant scene in front of everyone.
If that's not evidence, I don't know what is. Mr. Binder out.
Alright, now Hamlet, doesn't it seem odd that you would act insane when you know it's hurting the people you love?
Although it seems like I was acting crazy, in reality, I was deceiving everyone to fulfill my dad's destiny that he wanted me to do, and that is for him to rest in peace and know the truth about it.
Now, Mr. Claudius, what is Denmark's opinion of you as the new king?
People of Denmark are very satisfied with my rule. Denmark has prospered ever since I became the ruler, became the king.
Would you have any reason to kill your brother?
I would not have any reason to kill my brother. It's a completely unnatural act, and I would never kill someone in my own blood.
Alright. And what about the fact that you married your brother's wife? Is there anything wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just simply, love just took a hold of me, and it's something that man cannot control.
That is all.
Well, Mr. Binder from Binder and Binder has something to say about that. Claudius, don't you find it rather shady that the king dies and you're next in line?
It's actually not true, because we didn't find out that I was going to become king until after my brother passed away naturally from death, which is a force that no one can control.
Claudius, Don't you also find it rather odd that you ran out of the play the exact moment where the actor died on stage?
Well, it was rather hot in there at the time, and I started to get lightheaded. I thought it better to just retire to my sleeping chamber for the night at that point.
Claudius, didn't you kill Hamlet's father?
No, I did not kill Hamlet's father. The reality is that I love my brother and I would never do something like that. Such an unnatural murder never be committed by me.
I was never one for eating them French toasts. Sometimes I never all cook up a couple of them. And down in the river where I found my brother. Turn the channel, Meredith.
Binder and Binder, how can I help you? Oh, and don't let your emotion overcome your reason.
You killed my father, and now I'm gonna kill you!
Are women the hunters or the hunted?
Mankind's reckoning this is his greatest downfall.
Humans are just never satisfied.
Are the gods really necessary?
This seems so
Civilized?
natural. Does this taste like poison to you?
Might be.
It might be poison. Ah. Said it had to go out this way. Binder and Binder out.
Father, your death has been avenged.
Fortinbras is now in power.
What goes on, boy?
Yo, really? Really?
What's my company?
Jacoby and Meyer. All rise for Judge Joe Ferguson. What's his name?
How are you doing, Hamlet?
Doing well.